That's right, folks. Out of Jimmy's head. This might be one of the worst things Cartoon Network has ever produced. Oh, and they wanted to get rid of this thing. About half the show can't even be watched in English. It was Cartoon Network's first ever live-action show, and it was based off of a movie produced by Cartoon Network, where a kid gets injured at a theme park, and his brain is replaced by Walt Disney's, and so he can see cartoon characters. So all of you people saying you want more representation of mental illness, well, here you go. It's a show about a schizophrenic kid, and it's not that good. Actually, that's not far enough. This might actually be one of the worst pieces of media I've ever seen. So because I, someone who doesn't speak Italian, only has about half the series to choose from, I just picked any random episode. They're all equally bad. So without further ado, Mascot.
Let's see if you can tell what's wrong with this picture.
How about everything?
From Planet Attitude is my sister.
What in God's name are you trying to say?
From Planet Attitude is my sister. From Planet Attitude is my sister.
I know that it doesn't really make much sense, but do any of you have a better guess?
My mom could help, but she's in space at the moment. Dad isn't qualified to counsel a donut.
The one joke they tell with the dad is that he's an idiot.
Bam, I didn't see that train. Now I've got cartoons coming out of my brain.
Well, you skipped the part where he gets a brain transplant, and that brain transplant just so happens to be Walt Disney's.
No one can see them, so it's hard to explain it.
Wow, you just mentioned a major problem with your show in the theme song.
I'll keep my head when there's a freak trying to claim it. Till then, if I can make some new friends and not go off the deep end, I'm glad I'm out of my head.
Okay, that might just be one of the worst theme songs I have ever seen. To one of the worst shows I've ever seen. Let's continue. So it starts with Jimmy in gym class. And because there is only one gym teacher, Jimmy's dad has to be the substitute teacher for the whole gym class.
If I need surgery, you're gonna foot the bill! Oh, take me! I don't want a shot!
Seriously, in his minor roles, Tom Kenny always sounds like characters he's already voiced.
Oh, hey, son. You in this class? Thought I wrote a note for you to get out of PE because of that problem.
Well, considering that you're the school counselor, I would think that you have the power to do more than just write a note. Also, thank you for yelling out loud so everyone knows about your son's quote-unquote problem that he's probably self-conscious about, douchebag.
I gotta get out of gym somehow.
Hey, why don't you become the school mascot? They're looking for a new one.
So, because he's the only one there, he automatically gets to be the mascot, and is that another gym teacher? That alleviates the entire conflict of the episode because he's just trying to get out of gym class because his dad is there. And before you say that's the coach for the girls' class, it's clearly established that Robin also has Jimmy's dad. And speaking of Robin, they also recasted her from the movie. This is Robin in the movie, and this is who they recasted her as. Do you really think children are so stupid that they can't tell the difference between Asians and black people? And it didn't seem to help because neither of them are good actors anyway.
So, Jimbo, are you pumped for your first game in the rowdy reptile suit?
Wow, I can't even believe I didn't realize this, but the dad is just a ripoff of Hugh Neutron.
Actually, I'm getting a Croco suit from the Appleday Company. It's got a computer chip to help me with all the moves, plus a built-in AC and an AM radio.
So because he doesn't like the costume, he's going to be one of the characters that he sees in his schizophrenic episodes. So for example, my school's mascot is the Aggie, represented by a horse. That's like having some kid come out dressed up as Rapidash.
A family bonding. Yancy, it's take your daughter to work day this week. I'd love for you to come to my job with me.
Oh, do I have to? It's so boring.
Oh, come on, give it a chance. Being captain of the space shuttle isn't as dull as it sounds.
Oh yeah, let's talk about Yancy. She's supposed to be my age, but she looks like she's being played by a 30-year-old, and so does the mother. Why do the parents and the children look the same age? This really does look like Cartoon Network's first attempt at casting live-action characters.
Here live in Greater Burbank with the Rowdy Reptiles just tipped off against the Lesser Burbank Less Dads. Wheeler has the ball. And scores!
It scores? Last time I checked, the ball is not playing the game. Anyway, some stuff happens and...
Looks like we've got an old-fashioned mascot off on our hands.
And Jimmy, quote-unquote, wins the mascot off because he's the main character.
Let's do cartwheels.
I want you to watch this next scene very closely. Where do I even begin? As you can see, the blue line is the path that the animators wanted him to take, and the black one is the one that he did take. It looks like Croco is cartwheeling away from the basketball rack, and then he just jumps over the thing. Like, this is lazy. They never even animate him behind the basketball rack because he's layered above it. That could have been fixed if the budget for this show was larger than the amount that I've made from YouTube. And I haven't started monetizing.
Hey, by the way, forgot your lunch. I don't know what's in here, but it weighs a ton.
Was that supposed to be funny?
Come on, Yancey. Let's just try and make the best of this.
Hey! You pretty lady! Working hard or hardly working?
There is no way to convince me otherwise. This guy was drunk while filming this episode, and honestly, I don't blame him.
Whoa, wow! What do we got going on over here?
Because I have no idea what age she is supposed to be, I have no idea if that's okay or not.
Hey! Yeah, she looks just like you! Look at that!
It's almost like they're close to the same age. So he turns his room into a swamp to be more like Croco. Because this episode is trying to show us that he's turning into Croco. Very poorly, I might add.
Jimmy, take the suit off!
Part of this episode's main problem is that Craig is way more concerned than he needs to be. Greg thinks Jimmy is in danger, but he can't get that through Jimmy's dad's thick skull because he's watching cartoons. The danger is foreshadowed in a cartoon, it's just too bad that everything that comes after it is extremely boring. So Craig lies so that Jimmy's dad will take him to the school, where Jimmy is about to get Robin killed on the trampoline. And I forgot to mention that the shots of Jimmy inside the suit do not look like Jimmy being inside the suit at all.
Man, you're almost as good as the Chatsworth chicken. He can bounce like 15 feet in the air.
Big deal. I could do twice that.
30 feet? Are you sure that's safe?
Thank you for telling the audience how much 15 times 2 is. God, they really think kids are stupid.
You mind driving a little faster, Mr. Roberts?
No, this is a school zone. I don't feel comfortable going over 3.
Man, do I feel bad for that kid. And then in the parking lot scene, you end up feeling worse for him because of how oblivious Jimmy's dad is to the world around him.
Jimmy!
Good God, and I thought the cartwheel scene was lazy. How do you have a top-down view of characters jumping by just zooming into the characters on a green screen?
Fine, I'll play the tuba. Can I go now?
Wait, now you say it's tuba, but first you said it was sousaphone. Which is it, son?
Good God, I hate these characters.
Pizza?
No! Stop it! You're acting strange, Craig. Now, you can be honest with me. Did you lose your instruments?
I'm not in the band. That mascot suit is driving Jimmy crazy. He and Robin are in danger.
What, do you expect me to believe some insane-o theory like that? Especially when your credibility is shot with it.
Look!
I absolutely will not look.
No, look!
No, I've been fooled too many times. I will not.
Look!
So finally, they go in and get rid of the suit, and that means this episode is almost over. I might shed a tear.
I mean, dealing with that Daryl guy, what a dork.
See you later, party people!
I'm telling you, it's much more believable once you think of him as drunk. Also, Jimmy's dad becomes the mascot.
Sorry about almost getting you turned into a smoothie. Sometimes I forget that people can't do what cartoons can.
Now, can you apologize for making me watch this piece of garbage? Thanks for watching, and let me know what I should review next. Have a good one.